Hi everyone, and welcome to this short YouTube video where I'm just going to quickly run through how to make a simple jig when you want to line up your lino with your paper. This is useful if you want to have, for example, your lino always in the centre of your piece of printing paper, or if maybe you're doing a 2 or 3 colour lino cut where you want to make sure your paper's always going back down in the same place when you put the next colour layer on. Okay, so what I have here is just a plain piece of A4 paper. All right, and this is a piece of printing paper where the image is going to be printed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lovely sharp pencil. I'm just going to offer the piece of paper that is to be printed on up to the A4 paper. I'm just going to pop that in the centre there. Doesn't have to be completely accurate. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mark the top of that paper, just along the top and the corners. And for the purposes of centering the lino, I'm also going to just mark the bottom corners also. Okay. There we are. And if I take that away, I've now, hopefully you can see, I've now got 4 corners marked and a top line. So this is my piece of lino, okay, and I want to find out where the middle is now, and I'm going to pop it in the middle there. Because for the purposes of this print, I want my image to be in the middle of my piece of printing paper, and I'm just doing this by eye, but you could measure it if you wanted to be very precise. Okay, so I'm quite happy with the position of that. What I'm going to do is hold that steady, and I'm going to draw around the lino block. There we go. Yeah, if I take that away, okay. So now I've got a template. I've got a template of my lino block and also a template of the paper. So if I take my block away and then ink it up and bring it back, okay, it hasn't been inked for the purposes of this demonstration, but as long as I pop it back in that square that I've drawn, and then my piece of paper I can bring in and line it up with the top line and corners, and when I'm happy that that's lined up nicely, I can bring the paper down onto the block and transfer the ink accordingly. And then when I take the paper away, obviously not in this instance, but I would have my image in the middle of the paper. And if I did a second colour, if I took the block away, carved again and did a second colour, I know that when I bring the block back and put it exactly within that square and then offer the paper again exactly up to that line, I can be pretty confident that everything will be nicely lined up. I hope that's been useful. Thank you very much. Bye now.